A lot of organizations, a lot of institutions, it's very natural. They tend to focus on their own knitting. They stay in their own lane. And some of the deepest problems that we all face require people to cross boundaries, require people to talk to each other. And there's got to be an organization that does that in Kenosha. And the organization that does that here is BOF.
Several years ago, when Building Our Future first started, it began with Gene Moran and other community partners coming together. And what they did was they convened a group of business leaders, education leaders, community leaders from throughout our community to really take a look at Kenosha and what did the future of Kenosha look like and what issues are dominating, our community. And that group came up with this consensus that education was the biggest issue that would impact our future.
Our driving vision for Building Our Future is to make sure that all of our young people have the opportunity to achieve economic mobility. And what do I mean by that when I say economic mobility? Is that we want every young person to have the access and opportunities to chart their own path to the career of their choice. We are that place-based partnership, that collective impact. And so we bring all of our community partners together. If you're from the business community, nonprofit, our K-12 partners, higher ed, the community at large, we bring the community together as equal partners around key outcome areas, knowing that if we want to achieve large-scale success, it takes bringing the village together.
So only 36% of kids were reading at grade level in Kenosha in 3rd grade. If your reading isn't at grade level, it's only going to hurt every other subject that you're involved in.
So much of the work that we do starts with data. It starts with us looking at data, looking at what the outcome, what the numbers look like for our community, and then saying, what can we do to improve that?
If businesses need employees and children need education, they really need each other.
So we basically do two things. We build networks and we build capacity. We look at the different stages of advancement and development in the life cycle of a child. We find people in our community that are actively engaged in the work around those areas. So we talk about kindergarten readiness. Who in our community is already doing work in that space? Daycare providers, teachers, Head Start administrators. And we bring those folks together and we build a network, and then we create goals and we help kind of project manage the success of that network meeting those goals.
BOF provides genuine value that we would not have without it in a number of ways. First, we're connected to a national network of organizations like BOF that are bringing communities together and delivering resources that come nationally into local communities.
The challenge with working together beyond just one project is whose job is it then to manage and to follow up and to organize and to align and do all the behind the scenes things that it takes to actually maintain partnership. And so what BOF does is all the kind of the dirty work that nobody wants to do in terms of making sure that partnerships are long-term and last so that we can change outcome. This is long-term work, not short-term.
Snap-on recognizes the connection between education and building the future workforce. It is imperative that Snap-on and other corporate leaders in the Southeast Wisconsin support building our future.
The business community, they have a vested interest to make sure that our young people are having a good experience while they're in the K-12 system. We're talking about the workforce for today and for the future. And we want to make sure that Kenosha stays competitive as a community, as a county, and that it's vibrant, it's diverse, it's strong, and welcoming for all, right? So it's essentially that we're creating a Kenosha that's for everybody.
We need these kids. We need these kids to be thriving. And my favorite thing to think about for everyone else is, what if Johnny is the guy that's going to find the cure for Alzheimer's and we're going to let him fall through a crack? See, that gives me the chills every time I think about that. And so I would love to see this work be part of the strategic plan for every organization in Kenosha.
Over the years, Building Our Future has done some good work. I think we're just getting started and scratching the surface on what we can be and what we actually mean to this community.